When I got drafted, you sat in your apartment and you waited for the phone to ring. And so the phone rings, says, congratulations, you're a Green Bay Packer. And then never heard from them for like 3 or 4 months. They just let you sweat, right? When we grew up, everything took place between 4 streets, Bayview Projects and Canarsie. And we played everything. Stickball, punchball, slapball, handball, Johnny on a pony. We were always in motion, always moving, and we were really coordinated. In high school, Coach Mo Finkelstein pulls me into his office and he said, John, you're a good football player, but we just don't want you on the team. You don't come to practice. Who do you think you are? At that point, he must have seen the tears starting to well up in my eye and the panic in my face. And he said, you have 30 seconds to tell me what you want to do. Because I was at a crossroads. And had I made the wrong decision, there was no Ohio State and no Green Bay Packers. And I said, I want to play football. That was it. And that's the last time I ever missed a practice again. In Ohio, I'd never seen athletes like this. I said, oh my gosh, if I'm going to play here, I have to go outwork these guys because New York football is nothing like Ohio football, nothing like it. And Woody Hayes built the culture there, man. He was a tough guy. Mistakes were not allowed.
There's been talk about ours being the best team of the century.
We only lost 2 games in 3 years. We beat USC in the Rose Bowl, O.J. Simpson's team. The next year, we were the #1 team in the nation, rolled into the Michigan game, and we lost. It was the most devastating thing. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. When we came back off that field, went to the locker room, Woody sat in the chair with his head down. Didn't take a shower. We headed to the bus, and the whole stadium was waiting for us out there. And they were rocking the bus and everything and saying obscenities. And all the way home, you couldn't hear anything, just sniffling. The next year, we played and we won, so boom, we had our rivalry. And then we go to the Rose Bowl.
Brockington smashes through.
All we had to do was beat Stanford and we're #1 again, 2 out of 3 years. And we didn't do it. We could have 3 in a row, which nobody's ever done. I didn't sleep that night. It was an awful, awful night because we should have beat that football team. When I got drafted, you sat in your apartment and you waited for the phone to ring. And so the phone rings, says, congratulations, you're a Green Bay Packer. And then never heard from them for like 3 or 4 months. They just let you sweat, right? My first year's salary was $24,000. Oh, at lunchtime, we'd order from this place across the street, horrible French fries, a hot dog, or a hamburger.
Number 42, John Brockington, had a lot to do with bringing the future back home to Green Bay.
My biggest fear was being mediocre. I wasn't the best running back, but I got better. And every time I got that ball, I ran as hard as I could. At the end of the year, to my surprise, I was the NFL Rookie of the Year. I had no idea that was going to happen to me. And lo and behold, I was the first running back in the history of the NFL to get 1,000 yards in each of his first 3 years. I was the first one to do it. This kid from Brooklyn, New York, who played on dirt fields, broken glass and needles, water it down because it was so dusty you would choke, go to Ohio State, played 1 year as a senior there as a starter, and then I come out and do that. I was like, I couldn't believe it, that fell in my lap. It was really tough leaving Green Bay. I couldn't watch pro games because I missed it so much. Football was such a part of my life. That's just how it is. If you play long enough, you're going to move on. I met Diane in 1993. We became really good friends, went to football games together, went to movies together, and then we didn't see each other for 10 months. In that 10 months, I was getting sick. Chronic renal failure. So she comes to the hospital. A little while later, she wanted to be my donor, and they told her that she was too small, too little, and that her kidneys would not service my body. Well, she kept pressing them. They did a sonogram, found out she had oversized kidneys. I got the small of the two. And so my friend gave me a kidney. 2 years later, we got married. And then we created the John Brockington Foundation. It's a different high from playing the sport. Because when you're helping somebody, it's really cool, man. It really is. for some reason, I didn't want to go to the doctors when I started getting symptoms a year earlier. Had I gone, I would have never gone through this. And had I made the wrong decision in high school, there was no Ohio State and no Green Bay Packers. There's no question about it. No question about it. Your life is about a series of decisions. You either make good ones, you make bad ones.